4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
The Giants line, the offensive line, let me tell you what. One of it is the continuity, okay, but it has much improved over seasons from the past, that's for sure. Of course, one of the big things, too, is obviously Andrew Thomas's stellar play. Jermaine Illuminor, the two tackles have been very, very good. Illuminor has missed a game or so, obviously, because of injury. But John Michael Schmidt has missed a couple games with injury, but we're still chugging right along. The one thing is helped is that in the interior with Van Roten and Runyon, they played, I think, like every snap. Haven't missed a snap. So the continuity is very, very important. Very, very important. And I'll tell you what, they've done a very good job. I'll show you the PFF grades. They are their passing grade is very good. Very, very good. So that's one thing. Hopefully, I mean, whoever the next head coach is, hopefully they keep Carmen Basillo around because he's done a phenomenal job with this cast of characters. A phenomenal job. I mean, I'll be really pissed off if the new coach who comes in, whoever that is, man, it might be Kafka. Who knows? And we keep Carmen Basillo, but I mean, I'll be really pissed off if Carmen Basillo gets let go by the Giant, by like the new head coach, and whoever the new head coach brings in his own guy and winds up stinking. I mean, I don't. The one thing is, with Shane being here, and obviously if he's still going to be the GM going forward and all, hopefully he'll have a say in the matter. But I'll really be pissed off because it's not saying we have the best offensive line. Certainly not saying that. But they're playing very, very well. And for the first time in quite some time to actually be able to say that, that's saying something. John Michael Schmitz is doing well. Marcus Bowe is done very, very well. Jermaine Illuminor has played very well. Andrew Thomas has done a phenomenal job. So let me show you. Oh, first of all, we got this here. Giants offensive line is trending upwards heading into Week 11. The Giants offensive line moved up 3 spots in Pro Football Focus Week 11 rankings. A lot has gone wrong with the Giants over the last couple of weeks, but there has been one positive, a consistent improvement in the offensive line. Since left tackle Andrew Thomas returned to a full-time role, the line has been the strength of the Giants' offense. Injuries and inconsistency have ravaged the offense as a whole. However, the offensive line has steadily improved. The Lions' consistent improvement, as well as their strong play against Chicago, has earned them recognition from Pro Football Focus in their weekly offensive line rankings. The Giants' offensive line moved up 3 spots in PFF's ranking, checking in at number 11 overall. The rise in the rankings was largely due to their strong performance in Week 10. The Giants' offensive line held the Bears to just 7 overall pressures and 1 sack and 43 dropbacks, earning the team a 90.7 PFF pass blocking grade, good for 3rd overall in Week 10. The offensive line's becoming a strength has been a surprise for the Giants. PFF analyst Sultan Boudet, I'm going to say, believes that this is in large part due to the strong play of right tackle Jermaine Illuminor, who has earned an 84.9 PFF pass block grade since Week 6. Whew, wow. And this is his last season for the Giants. Let's hope we can bring him back. Okay. So right tackle Jermaine Illumino, who's earned an 84.9 PFF pass blocking grade since week 6, which leads all players at the position over that period, according to Bidet. He's number 1 at the right tackle, I guess, position. Right tackle position. But week 11 against the Packers presents a tough challenge for the Giants squad, dealing with changes across the board. The offensive line continuing to play at a high level could help alleviate any issues that came with an interim head coach and backup quarterback making their debut. Packers have been relatively successful at attacking opposing quarterbacks this season, currently 13th in the league with 22 sacks. Although middle of the league in overall sack production, they have a talented duo in Micah Parsons and Rashawn Gary that could frustrate Jameson Winston in his first start of the season. Ahead of the Packers in the overall sack rankings are the Broncos and the Chargers, 2 teams that the Giants have played previously this season and saw successful performances from their offensive line. The Packers currently have the 5th-ranked rushing defense in the NFL, and they have allowed only one opposing running back to rush for over 100 yards against them this season. And they held Saquon Barkley to, I think it was like 54 yards. He had 18 carries for 54 yards. He averaged 3 yards a carry against. I mean, it was just unbelievable. They held the Eagles to 10 points, and they couldn't win the football game. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely just could not believe it. But let me show you what the let me share my screen. It'll show you the PFF grades. Now I said they have the Giants offensive line at like number 11 overall. But I'll show you what their let's see here. Okay. Show you what their blocking grades are. But the pass blocking grade, the Giants for this season, right, regular and postseason. All right, so we'll go to pass blocking. I think they're number 6, right? Number 6. I mean, look at this. Right, the Bears have a winning record. The Eagles have a winning record. The Bills have a winning record. The Chiefs have a winning record. The Colts have a winning record. And it's also one of the reasons why Daniel Jones is doing so well. When you're basically standing behind one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in all of football, that kind of helps. But I mean, and then of course the Broncos, they're 8-2. They're 8-2. The Chiefs are 5-4, 6-3, 7-2. The Bears are 6-3. The Patriots are 8-2. I mean, so. You see, good pass blocking usually helps you win football games. Of course, not with the Giants. But the Giants are number 6 overall. Pass blocking. So the Giants average 70.1. The Eagles are 71. The Eagles are 7-2. Giants are 2-8, but the Eagles' pass block grade is only 0.9 points better, according to PFF. Now, the run defense is a little bit different. The Giants' run blocking is it's still like middle of the pack, though, run blocking. They were 17. Was that what the heck they were? 17, yeah. Giants are number 17 pass blocking. Run blocking, I'm sorry. Like we had it. Run blocking, 61.8. So it does leave a little bit to be desired. But a running game is 81.6. Look where our running game is. We're in the top 5. We're top 5, top 6. Our running game. A lot of that's got to do with Jackson Dart, though, too. Right? But our running game, 81.6. So even though our blocking is middle of the pack, our running game, according to PFF, is top 6. So once again, a lot of that's got to do with Jackson Dart. But the offensive line. One of the big things is that guys have been staying healthy. Continuity. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me check this out here. Let's check it. I didn't even think about this. It's gonna. I wanted to look at the preseason here. Okay. Pass blocking. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Let me share my screen once again here. Because I shouldn't have X'd out of it. Share the screen. Where are we at here? Okay. This goes to show you. Look at this. Where the Giants ranked at in the preseason. Look at this. Pass blocking. Number 1, the Giants. 75.6, their pass blocking rate. So their pass blocking, is really done really good. And of course, this is not include. I mean, the starting offensive unit did not play much at all in the preseason. So this is obviously what we're talking about here is, the second string, the third string, and all. And we led the entire NFL in the preseason with a 75.6 pass block rate. That's pretty doggone good. Now, the run blocking there, 69.2. So that's pretty much about, the Giants were averaging, I guess, 60 or 60. Well, in preseason, 69.2. So they're tied with the Rams for 8th. So, I mean, if you look at that, in the preseason, okay, 2025, preseason, pass blocking, Giants are number 1, 75.6. Run blocking, the Giants are tied for 8th with the Rams, 69.2. So, the Carmen Basil has really done a fantastic job. And a lot of that's kind of flying under the radar. A lot of people talking about a lot of, obviously nothing but the negative stuff that's going wrong with the Giants. But the offensive line has been a strength. As I said, we've had some guys that missed some time. Obviously, Andrew Thomas missed a little bit in the beginning. But since he's been back, he's been in there. Runyon and Roten, the R&R, our 2 guards, playing, I think, every snap. John Michael Schmitz has missed a couple games. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to play this weekend. But, the backup center, I believe it's Schlotman, he's done very well. And I said, and Illuminor has done fantastic, although now he's missed a game or so. But you got Marcus Bowe in there. And one of the games to get Bowe, I think, had like a run blocking grade of 82. So I'm going to tell you, these guys haven't played every snap together for the whole season, but we've only had so many guys we've had to put in there. And as I said, between Roten and Runyon, we've had a lot of continuity in there. And I said, Andrew Thomas, ever since Andrew Thomas, right, we've always had Andrew Thomas, we've had Runyon, and we've had Roten play every snap since once Andrew Thomas got in there. So, the offensive line is definitely a strength. Once again, of course, not many people are talking about that because, the only thing people want to talk about is what's wrong, what's going on, what's the negatives that we can talk about. But I'll tell you what, one of the positive, the big time positive is the offensive line. And, for so long, why don't we fix the offensive line? When are we going to fix the offensive line? That's all you hear. Well, I'm saying it's not fixed because, you get a couple injuries, you put some backups in there, you don't have that continuity, and things can kind of go down the dumper pretty quickly. But as of right now, the offensive line is really playing very, very well. It's not a top 5 unit or something like that, but it's, according to PFF, it's number 11. Right? But also, more importantly, it gives the Giants an opportunity to win a football game. That's all you can ask for. Now, when you got a lot of high-profile guys on the defense and some high-profile guys on the offense, you're paying some money for high draft picks and stuff like that. And you don't have maybe a lot of high draft capital, whatever, allocated to your offensive line, or you don't have a lot of maybe money, big-time money allocated to the offensive line. Can they give you a chance to win? And the answer is yes. The Giants' offensive line this season has given the New York Football Giants a chance to win. That's all you can ask for. Bye.